What is up, YouTube? This is Juggernaut097 bringing you guys another video today. And today I'm going to be doing my Extreme Rules 2015 pay-per-view review for you guys. And Extreme Rules was in Rosemont, Illinois at the Allstate Arena. And, this was a pretty good show. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to say it was the best show, but this was a pretty good show. This was like the third free month we had because we had one in November. We had one in February, and now we had one in April. So hopefully this is the last free month they have for the WWE Network. Because if you don't have the WWE Network already, some people aren't going to buy. You know what I mean? So why do they keep doing these 3 months? They just need to quit doing that because that kind of makes the company look better, in my opinion. But yeah, this was a pretty good show. I liked it. So here we go. Let's get started. So the first match we had the kickoff was Neville versus Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett, whatever you want to call him, or Adrian Neville, whatever you call him. This was on the kickoff. Well, originally it was supposed to be Daniel Bryan, defending his Intercontinental Championship against Bad News Barrett. But Daniel Bryan got injured, which they didn't really tell much stuff why he got injured. They didn't tell when he's going to come back. So who knows when Daniel Bryan will be back? I mean, maybe it's just for like maybe a month or something, but hopefully he gets back soon. But onto this match. This was a pretty good match. I'm happy Adrian Neville finally got his like debut on a pay-per-view, but it wasn't like actually on the main pay-per-view, the main card. But he at least he's on pay-per-view and he actually got a win here. So he beat Bad News Barrett with a red arrow, and this was a pretty good match. I liked it. So yeah, good job to WWE on that one. So Adrian Neville wins that match. And then on the actual card we have is Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper in a Chicago street fight. This was a pretty fun match. I liked it. At the beginning of the match, so Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper, they're brawling for a little bit. Then, he goes to get a kendo stick, and then Luke Harper goes to get he goes to get chairs out, and then they have a steel chair inside the ring, and Luke Harper does a suplex on the chair. Ouch, it looked like that hurt. I mean, they just did a lot of brawling outside the ring for a little while, and then they went backstage like to the gorilla position, and then they finally found a car, and Luke Harper went into the car, and then Dean Ambrose went to the window. Then they drove off, and like the referee and the cameraman just stand there and looked there. They didn't know what to do, and they were just standing there for a while. And then it cut to a backstage segment with the Authority, which I'm not going to talk about that. But later on in the night, it showed it went back to that match. So yeah, but then they went to the second match, which was Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus in a Kiss Me Arse match. This was an alright match. I wasn't looking forward to this match very much, but it was back. It's like a really back-to-back match. They were hit a lot of their moves. Ziggler hit a super kick. What else? He did the zigzag a lot. Sheamus did this nice power bomb during the match. He had a lot of dominance in this match, pretty much. But Ziggler wins by a roll up, and then Sheamus, he gets mad. He goes outside the ring, and he doesn't want to kiss Dolph Ziggler's ass. And then I think it's about 50 minutes before he actually gets down on his knees to do it. But when he gets on his knees, he low blows Dolph Ziggler, and he makes him kiss his ass. He says, I'm better than you. I was never going to kiss your ass in Chicago. So yeah, I mean, it was alright match. I wasn't really looking forward to this match, but yeah. And after that, we had the tag team championships on the line, which this was originally supposed to be on the kickoff, but this got added to the main show. We had Cesaro and Tyson Kidd with Natalya versus the New Day. Well, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd were defending their titles against the New Day, Big E, and Kofi Kingston with Xavier Woods. This was an alright match. I liked it. The New Day win. I wasn't really expecting that. The New Day win by a roll-up. I like when Cesaro did that, the swing he does. That's pretty cool when he does that swing. And then Tyson Kidd does that kick. I mean, this was a crazy tag team match. Natalya was getting involved during the match. This was really good. This was a pretty good match. So, yeah, the New Day win, and after that, we have a backstage segment with the New Day. They're saying, new champs. Like, I think Renee Young was interviewing them. And, then you hear, like, this car pull up and, like, run into the arena. And Luke Harper, hops out, and he goes in front of the New Day, and the New Day goes like, hey, man, you gotta get up. And then he gets up. Dean Ambrose is on top of the car, and he does like an elbow drop, and then they make their way out to then Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose. They continue their fight. They start making their way back towards the gorilla position, and then they go out there, and then like they're on the opposite side, and they start throwing chairs into the ring. Like it looked like old ECW back in the 90s, or like back in the late 90s. It looked like that, but Dean Ambrose wins by the dirty deeds. I like that he won. Finally he actually been getting a win. He's needed a win for quite a while because he's been losing on pretty much every per view ever since like probably TLC or maybe earlier. Well, maybe Hell in a Cell. That's when he started losing. But he's been losing on a whole bunch of pay-per-views. But yeah, this went like for an hour-long match, which was pretty crazy how long that match went. So yeah. Then moving on. Next we have is Johnson defending the United States Championship against Rusev in a Russian chain match. This was a fun match. I liked it. So there were like these things in the corner, like these lights in the corner, like to represent the person. So green was for Cena and red was for Rusev, and they were hooked up to this chain. Whoever hit the whoever hit the turnbuckle in succession would be the winner. And this was I liked this match. This was fun to watch. So at the end of the match, they were getting ready. Like Cena hit one, and Rusev hit one, and Cena hit their one, and then Rusev hit their one. So there was one light left to hit, and like they were kind of doing like a tug of war, and Cena hits an AA. And then he goes to slap the corner, which I don't like that Cena won this match. I think Rusev should have won this. But then later on in the night, there's like a backstage segment with Rusev and Lana, and Lana went into the Authority. Lana went into the Authority's office, and so the next match they're going to be having is at Payback. It's going to be an I Quit match, which probably Cena's going to win that, which is one of my predictions for the next pay-per-view. But yeah, I'm predicting Cena to win that one for next pay-per-view. But yeah, so at Payback, I Quit match. So yeah, that was that. And then next we had was Nikki Bella defending the Divas Championship with Brie Bella versus Naomi. Naomi wins. I mean, not Naomi. Nikki Bella wins by I think the Raga Talk. I wasn't really paying attention to this match really. So I think Nikki Bella won. So yeah. And then after that we had Roman Reigns versus the Big Show in a Last Man Standing match. This was I thought this match was going to be bad at first, but this match was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of extreme stuff in this match. Like, this was actually fun. So, some spots that happened in this match, there's two tables set up outside the ring, and Big Show choke slammed Roman Reigns to the through both tables. What else do we have? We had Roman Reigns spearing Big Show through the guardrail. We had the spear through a table. We had Big Show trying to do his own little spear, and he ran into the table. He broke the table inside the ring, but they broke the Spanish announce table, and that's when Roman Reigns did a spear onto that. Did a spear onto Big Show through that table, which was crazy. What else? We had the table. We had the commentary table, the American, the U.S., JBL, Michael Coles, and Jerry Lawler's. Roman Reigns picked that table up, to put it over the Big Show, and that's how Roman Reigns won to get the count of 10. So yeah, Roman Reigns was your winner, which, this was probably maybe one of the best Roman Reigns matches ever. I think maybe the third best Roman Reigns match I ever saw, so Yeah. And then after that, we have was like a Bo Dallas segment. You know, he said Bo Dallas comes out and rains down the crowd. Yeah, ran down the crowd for smelling. And then Ryback came out and pretty much gave him a shell shock. And yeah, that was that. So nothing else to say about that. And after that was the main event. Seth Rollins with J&J Security defending the WWE Championship against Randy Orton in a steel cage match for the World Heavyweight Title. And Kane was your, he was your, what's it called again? That gatekeeper of the cage. This was a pretty good match. I liked it. Uh, you know, Kane got involved during this match. They just tried to escape during the match. There's quite a bit of things. But during the end of the match, Randy Orton hits an RKO on. He hit an RKO on Kane, and then Seth Rollins hit an RKO on. He hit an RKO on Randy Orton, and then Seth Rollins escaped out through the door, so Seth Rollins retained the WWE Championship, which this was a fun match. I liked it. This is really, really fun match. What else was there? Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So probably controversy that's gonna be happening on Raw tonight is probably they're probably gonna be what they're gonna be doing with Seth Rollins because the RKO was banned, but they didn't say Seth Rollins couldn't use the RKO, so who knows what's gonna be happening on Raw tonight? But that Extreme Rules was fun. Like I said, it wasn't the best pay per view, but it wasn't a bad pay per view. It was good. It was decent. So yeah, I enjoyed this. Tell me what you guys thought about this pay per view. It was fun. So yeah, next pay per view we have is Payback, and yeah. So if this is your first time ever checking out one of my videos, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that like button while you're at it, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter at the True JSB. Again, it's at the True JSB. So yeah, guys, this was my Extreme Rules review. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. So peace out. See you guys in my next video.